Pranam Swamiji. So we have decided this to be a question answer session with you. And so I request all the participants, if they have any question, they can please ask. Akhilji, Reddy ji, you want to start?
Pradam Maharaj, this is Akhil.
Yes.
Maharaj, for any spiritual aspirant, first thing comes about discipline. So, you have no doubt you have told so many times on discipline, but I still want some more clarity on how to raise the standard of this, discipline in our lives.
You see, anything you want to achieve in your life, discipline is the first step. Whether it is in for worldly life or spiritual life. So the problem is we know it and we try our best to be disciplined as far as possible. But most of the time it is found that we are not able to be disciplined, lead a disciplined life. For disciplined life, suppose you are doing something and suddenly the time has come to go somewhere, you go there. Here question is priority. If it is a first priority, you can break the discipline, you can go. If it is just for the enjoyment or secondary causes, you should not break the discipline, you should follow whatever you are doing. This kind of analysis and then mental strength, willpower is required. For example, I can give when examination is very near to our door, then how mind is so focused. At the moment mind is focused, you are disciplined, you are continuing studying for hour after hour, there is no disturbances. But same person you are, when the pressure of examination, the pressure of fear is not there, your mind is not focused. You are not studying seriously, spending the time not usefully. So here pressure is the factor to focus your mind and continue to study for a longer period of time without break. Similarly, we have to create some pressure in our mind that discipline is how important in our life. Just like that 10 days are left for the examination, that time 10 days are precious, mindset of has changed, your total mind is totally focused. So you are disciplined 10 days. If in night, whole night you have studied, there is no problem. So first thing, clear understanding should be that without discipline, we cannot achieve our spiritual life, and this is very much serious matter. Even though you don't take it seriously, कैजुअली टेक अच्छा ठीक है जाना है चलो जाके घूम के आता हूँ आज तो ये है but not that discipline means so you have check out the routine you follow it especially when you are doing japa and meditation. If the whole day, suppose, that you have to check out the routine. If routine is disturbed, I think it is very difficult to sit in the evening or morning for meditation. Mind is very restless, chanchal रहता है. So this kind of pressure practice, you have to give the mind, you have to give them feedback, food to the mind, that discipline is the only way to improve or achieve our spiritual goal. Not only the spiritual goal, if you do your duty, check out your program in time and do not waste your time, then your progress, your output will be better than when mind is not focused. So even for discipline, mind has no time to go here and there or entertain all the negativity, negative traits in the life. Negativity will come because there is no time to entertain. So that way discipline helping us, not only molding us, molding our mind, it is also helping to keep our mind from the negativity of the outside world. So this type of suggestion you have to give to the mind, and sometimes exact force with this logic that unless I discipline, unless I do in the right time and same time, and I am the loser. If you are not disciplined, you are going day by day, you are losing, you become loser. I think this kind, these are the factors, and if you give some food or this kind of suggestion to the mind will accept and you will be more disciplined in life. So next question.
Yes, Reddy ji, Sudipto, Vinod ji, any question? So, Swamiji, in IIT Kharagpur lecture on Guru Purnima, you have highlighted the qualities of a disciple, in which you mentioned that a disciple, a spiritual disciple, should have some qualities, just like he should have a clean and honest life. So, could you please highlight more on this, and what are the components and what exactly, more clarity on this?
That is, I told the question of somebody after explanation. In one word, he wanted to know how disciples should be. So I told him, disciples should live a life, a clean life. Saf. Clean life means have a clean life. Everything in a right way, thinking, right way doing, and there is no guilty consciousness of the mind. And whatever is right, I should do it, then it is a clean life. And I should not pollute my mind. Pollution. Pollution of mind should be avoided. The different kind of pollution of the mind is there. Different ways. As you are living in the society, as far as possible, we should not pollute our mind much. So, soft, clean life means if you see the surface which is clean, there is no dark is there. ekdam clean. That means clean life means mind is clean. If life is not clean, life is not disciplined, life is doing haphazardly, whatever comes to the mind. So mind cannot be clean this way. Mind is unclean. That is why unclean mind is very much disturbances, pressure, tension, stress. If you sit alone, you find mind how much restless because your life is not clean. And the day the life is very clean, everything is done in a righteous way, in timely, you find that day you sitting alone, how mind is calm and quiet. There is no disturbance because of the that day. Anyhow, you spend very clean way. You spend your time, your life, your action. Clean life means your action should be clean. Your action should be clean, life will be clean. If action clean means your thought will be clean. There should not be any hypocrisy. There should not be any thoughts which harms others and crooked thoughts. So clean life is also very difficult. It is a small work. Clean life. So clean alignment, these are the factors. Your action, your thoughts should be clean, your action will be clean. If thoughts is not clean, your thought is hazy, not clarity is there. So your action will be without any clarity, and, and thereby your mind is disturbed. So clean life basically you should pure in thoughts. If thought is pure, action will be pure. But there, when you are leading a clean life with a pure thoughts, good thoughts, so that time negative type of thought, negative type of thoughts will come. That I by the following this what I will achieve it. Whereas other people, if their thought is polluted, their action is polluted, they are getting more. This kind of comparison may come, and this kind of disturbance may come, you may victimize. But you should have that much conviction that clean life, actual life, clean life, blissful life, clean life, peaceful life, that is the ultimate goal of human life, which you want to achieve, not intermediate goals. That class two goals I mentioned started is that one is variable goals, changeable goals, that is called intermediate goals. IAS officer, engineer, doctors, wealth, power, money, this, that, these are all intermediate goals. Changes different stages and different ages. This is not a destination. Ultimate goal is the destination. After that, nothing is there. And so there are two types of goals. One is ultimate goal, one is intermediate goal. Ultimate goal is peace of the mind. So those who has determined or focused to achieve the ultimate goal in the life, for them, clean life is essential. So clean life in those ultimate goal you can reach there which you want, peace of the mind. But other polluted mind, you may get intermediate goals, 5 lakhs, 5 crores, even the more than that. But that is going on changing, variable goals. changeable goals. Today is there, tomorrow that goal is not there. So these are the intermediate goals. So for clean life, I must clear idea, because I must have a clean life, because I want to achieve ultimate goal of life, not intermediate goal of life. If we think this way and analyze our mind, I think that will help you to lead a clean life, means clean thought, life based on pure thought.
Yes. Thank you, Swamiji. Yeah. Anyone having any question?
Hello, Pranam Maharaj.
Yes, Reddy.
Yeah, Maharaj. Maharaj, sometimes we find these modern gadgets, these smartphones, smart TV. These are unknowingly we are involved in that, and our time is being taken away by those gadgets. So, any guidance on that, how to balance that or how to restrict that?
You see, this is called temptation, modern gadget. And after 5 years, you will think something will get essential. These are all temptation, and these are also some kind of part of the life. Everybody has the modern gadget, communication, and fast this. But problem is not the common gadget, not the outside disturbances. Outside bad people will be there. Outside so many temptation is there if you open your eyes. It is your problem. Problem, world full of wall is like that. Everything will. Problem is yours, because you are not able to control the mind. You have not able to control your thoughts. So you cannot blame the outsider, outside factors. You control them. Who asked you to purchase the mobile? Mobile is for the good of the society, but if excessive use, it will harm you. Who asked you to use? Because you are not interested in your spiritual life, your goal. You is more interested in spending time in mobile. Nowadays, all the boys and girls and youngsters, they are doing that. But there are one or two fine people you will find they are so much focused on the career, they control it. But as a spiritual seeker, they should have a clear idea. This control should come from within, because my goal is to ultimate goal. And these electronic gadgets, I can use it as much as it is helpful for my growth in positive way, not negative. Positive way growth means, see, you want to talk to the today, we have a session gathering. All we are talking should be helpful to modern gadget. That is helpful. We are talking, sharing ideas, we are benefited. So modern gadget or whatever gadget outside, if it is helpful, that much it can use it or help, take help from that modern gadget or anything. After that, you have the power to stop it. No, it is not necessary for it. That power should come within. So blame should not be given to the external atmosphere. Blame should be given that why I am not able to stop. Who asked you to do it? I think you got the point.
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you, Maharaj.
Maybe last question we can have. Anyone wants to ask? Last question. Anyone, Vinod ji, you want to ask? Yeah.
Maharaj, please explain Swami Vivekananda's quote, man must love others because those others are himself. There is but one.
Repeat.
Please explain Swami Vivekananda's quote, man must love others because
Yes.
those others are himself. There is but one.
See, question of love. This is this Swamiji's another quotation. Leave those who are doing good to the others, they are living, rest they are dead. Similar type of quotation. That means this love for others, it is not a joke, and it is a very higher idea. I can love others, then I can do the work. This expansion of the life, which is required, that need a lot of sadhana to deflate your ego, deflate your selfish motive, and deflate your just your ego and selfish motive. It is very, very difficult. So, if I develop the help of the Guru to be disciplined and more thoughts and towards the highest, reaching a highest goal, I think that is the expansion of the life. Then Swamiji's quotation is true for them. It is not true. It is only for the quote saying others. It is a very inner impact of a human being. They are not thinking seriously. A non means if you see I and you are the same. If you, the other angle you see, I and Vinod are the same. In what angle? You are Brahma, I am Brahma. So far as we have not reached that state, I am different, you are different. So these differences ultimately culminate in one place. When we purify mind, our mind is concerned and only one thing, the love, then culminate this idea, I and Vinod is not the same. Same. I am Vinod is not different. But till now, these two are different, two identity. We are trying to the sadhana to come closer. I and Vinod is the same. I and Vinod the same. One day will come, we feel like that. So barricade will go. I will go, your Vinod will go, then it will merge in one place. So Swamiji, this quotation is a very, very higher ideal and higher meaning in magnitude. So it is very difficult in the stage to achieve, but we start with that. What he says in 100% correct. Ultimately one, none, Ishwar, God, Paramatman, this power is there. Okay.
Yes, Swamiji. I think yeah, we have taken 4 questions today. Oh, Akhil wants to say something.
Maharaj, a small question. Among the jap and meditation, what should be the order? Any specific guideline you would like to give all of us?
See, first, whatever mind is busy, subtle, restless when you sit down. That time, Guru asked to the japa, so that mind become more concentrated. And then meditation is possible when mind is completely calm. Even you do not feel to do japa, you just want to thinking, visualize the image. In your life or experience you have seen, someday you just sit down, mind is so calm and quiet, mind is automatically started with peace and thinking of the meditation, and you feel very light. And other day you feel heavy body. You're going doing japa, time comes, then you start meditating. Even meditation is not there, not able to do it. But some days you'll find without japa, my body is so light, mind is so focused, not disturbed, you start meditating. So order is japa and meditation that way. And sometimes if that day mind is such a no need of japa, you do meditate. First step japa and meditation. Japa, preparation of the mind. Japa is called point, straight line. If 2 points is there joined, there is a straight line. This 1 point is japa. After 5 minutes, japa, 1 point. This is the japa point. Going on. But when this mind is so focused, your mind is continuing meditating, that means it is straight line. No break is there. Japa, in between break is there. One japa, second, third, fourth, there is a break. And if you join, that is a straight line. For meditation, it continue a straight line. So first order the japa. Yeah, actually depending on the condition of the mind. That day only you can do the japa, mind is so restless. That is good. No meditation is possible. And someday you will find mind is so favorable. The meditation is on. And someday you will find, yes, sometimes japa and sometimes meditation. Then,
Thank you.
Amit, now we can close. I think time is.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Swamiji. It was
Thank you all of you, and have my love and blessings to all. Attend.